Avast, cheese, scurvy dogs, and welcome back to another episode of Starfleet Command. Orion Pirates. I am Fleet Admiral Tirek of the destroyer Power Word as we continue our campaign against the Tigerheart Cartel, who are down to just 2 tiles. Yes, it may seem like there are more, but no, in fact, this planet, or station, is owned by us, and the only tiles remaining are the tile here, the planet of 3-3, as well as this random Tigerheart Cartel tile that has just shown up at 2-9. Hopefully we won't have to deal with that, as... or the one at 2713. We may have to do a long distance trip, but for now we are totally and solely focused on the planet of 3-3. Once we take that out, that will be their primary shipyards, at least we hope and assume. So we're going to give one last quick check through the shipyard. That's exactly what we're looking for. Pick up another XDD, the Black Ghost. Excellent. XDDs are a very nice ship type, or at least I have found them to be. So it's one of the pirate ships that I feel really comfortable using. Maybe because, well, they're in some ways very similar to, traditional ships. Anyway, so let us continue our operations. Unfortunately, we must immediately stop. This is broken, isn't it? MET-29, the recharge mission? I thought I had removed it. Oh, I guess not, because this is the new patch, and the new patch doesn't necessarily have all my replacements. For those of you wondering, the recharge mission is a mission where you go into an area of space, you secure it from the enemy, and then once you've secured it from the enemy, you then have to fly to a little star dock to recharge it. Unfortunately, there's no way to recharge it, so it's basically a complete waste of time. So, let us continue this mission. It is a diplomatic delivery. This is the conference planet where we must drop our guy off. We are currently squaring off against a single light cruiser, which according to this is an HDW-1X, and we're escorted today by the Picture Yourself. I do like the pirate names at times. They can be pretty fun. As well as our own little friend, the brand new Black Ghost. And we are, of course, the Power Word. Power Word insert here. Power Word stun, Power Word kill. Oh, it's always a lot of fun. Let's set our systems up for full-on combat. We do, after all, want to duel with these guys. They're not all that dangerous, or at least they don't appear to be super dangerous, so we should be able to take them without too much trouble. So... but with that in mind, I was going to prep a scatter pack, and then I realized we had no shuttles. That's something we probably should have paid attention to a little bit before we decided to actually start getting into combat. But no matter, we shall persevere and or overcome. Let's get the forward shield buffed up a little bit, and up to about a cruising combat speed of around 20 will do just fine. Increase the speed of time, because we just want to get in there to cause the damages. So, slowly but surely getting in there, and you know what? 1, 2, 3, 4, fire missiles. And we're going to stack a volley. We get to fire twice every turn, which is a lot of fun. So we've now stacked 4 missiles into this volley. I would like to stack one more. Hopefully we'll be able to do it. That'll definitely force the wild weasel that we're looking to get out of him. And we just need to wait for the C-Rex to go once again. Come on, almost there, and fire the C-Rex. There we go. This will proc. Yep, there's the wild weasel. Exactly what we were looking for. Excellent. Alrighty, so then we're going to do this, which we don't normally do. We haven't done this since basically the Romulan campaigns, where we did a nice little dodge in with fake weaponry, and then come right back around with the real weaponry. And just need, yep, his attack shift has gone away. We'll get to point blank range, and all weapons fire! A nice little blast right on through. He does pick up the missile. Then again, we were kind of expecting that. After all, the AI shouldn't exactly lose a whole lot of stuff. Wow, you have a really wide arc on those disruptors. And that's gonna hurt. Oh, we've lost our stern shield. I am no longer very happy with you, sir. But he's continuing to blast away with all his disruptors. We may have to pick off these little guys. Hi, I'm here to play with you. Missiles at you. Phasers at you. And more phasers? Nope, out of phasers. We're just going to have to wait for things to happen around. Anyway, let's continue to focus on this HCW. He's basically the only real target we have to worry about. Gatling phaser, engage. I love having a G2 Gatling phaser. We can basically do whatever we want with it. 2 more missiles. He is trying to hold them back, but and yep, he is holding on to them, having to sacrifice even more power into that. And I think these missiles will probably finish him off. Not 100% positive. Oh, no, he did weasel. Alright, not an issue at all. I will focus very briefly on taking out your little fighter. Yeah, it is kind of a waste, because we basically got him dead to rights with this last pass. But I wanted to invest a little bit of effort into him. After all, if we're spending for our missiles, we may as well get the most bang for our buck out of him. He is picking up speed, trying to get going. Will he survive these missiles? He grabbed them both, so that's a yes. Hitting him in there. Still haven't taken out his tractor beam. I'm kind of surprised, to be honest. And let's add my missiles to the fray. We are... Yep, they are going right on through. Catastrophic failure. Oh, he's still going. But that got him. Let's not hit those missiles because I'm somewhat worried that they might kill us. And we can drop the shields. Back to green alert. All is well, all is safe. Increase the speed of time to the maximum as we zip on into this planet to deliver our precious cargo of a diplomat who's probably just gonna, like, give them an offer that they cannot possibly refuse. Let's turn the ship so we aren't going directly at the planet. We do want to go mostly towards the planet, but I would prefer to set myself in a position where if I accidentally hit the wrong button, I don't kill myself. It is always a small concern whenever you're dealing with this sort of thing. So now I think that line will be good. And 7, 6, and goodbye, Mr. Diplomat. So he has arrived safely on the planet as we will now soar away. Not into the sunset, but, well, actually, we'll probably just hang around in orbit. Maybe go to a bar or something. Have a nice, chill, relaxed evening. Nothing too special going on there. And a decent amount of prestige should fill our bank account. Only a couple of missions will pay off both of those XTDs. 280 prestige, that's not too bad. Let's go to the supply yard. Hi, 10 damage. Also, I need 2 shuttles, if you do not mind. Thank you. Shipyard, according to you. Again, we're looking for an XTD. CX-3 actually wouldn't be too bad. Unfortunately, it's slightly outside of our range. We're a little bit strapped for cash. Well, we're not really. Not at all, actually. But we don't quite have enough to pull out one of those. There we go. We're back up to a triple destroyer flotilla. Squadron? Flotilla. Destroyers come in flotillas. At least that's how I think of them all ever since starting to read the Honor Harrington books so many years ago. And we will just make sure that he is set up with his missile racks as well. And yeah, we're good on shuttles, we're good on shuttles. You're good on shuttles, you're good on shuttles, and you're fine. Alright, so the Mazer Bird. That's actually a pretty fun name for a ship. Mazers, of course, being lasers except with magnets. And we'll go on a scouting mission. They pay better, and also they're a little bit safer. You know, if push comes to shove, we can always just run, which is a nice little thing. And it is an NTG. It is a freighter. Okay. Never mind. We won't need to do anything. In fact, if anything, we may have to hold off our guys so that they don't kill it until after we scan it. In fact, I'm going to set that up right now. Only fire on my command, because we need to take him relatively intact, at least until, you know, we've scanned all his stuff, and then we can kill him. And once we've killed him, well, then you can do whatever you want. Unless, of course, you're actually one of those heavy cruisers that is pretending to be a freighter that the game tells me is a freighter, and it's totally not a freighter. You never know. Could very well be the case. He's already begun his long range. Okay, I take it back. You're one of those heavy cruisers, yeah, that the game is trying to tell me. So I'm going to tell you, break formation, engage at will. This is how this is going to happen. We're just going to launch everything we got at him. See, he's called a freighter because he's carrying this big pack underneath his back, but that's a lie. Crunch through him there, just overrun right on through him. He's an old, not really an older heavy cruiser, but he's an old-ish heavy cruiser, I guess I want to say. And yeah, his little pseudo frigates are currently a little bit too close for comfort, so let's pick them off just a little bit. Yeah, I know it's not a great use of things. Oh, a nice use of a mine right there. Completely wiped him out. Now we're getting all the missiles back involved. That's 6 missiles from multiple directions. He's about to have a very bad day. This is why I like having the full flotilla, because we can do crazy stuff like this. Oh, just all the damage from all the directions. Yep. It's a beautiful thing. Triple X-type destroyers. If you've never tried it, give it a shot. You'll have some fun with it. It's not quite as good as triple X-type cruisers, but that's a little bit more expensive, and to be perfectly frank, the pirate heavy cruisers kind of suck. So I wouldn't really want them anyway. So pop right back in, and it's a convoy raid, which should be something we should do fairly well, I want to say. It shouldn't be too difficult for us to pull off a convoy raid, because, you know, triple destroyer, and we are escorted by the picture yourself once again. Hello, how you been, buddy? He's equipped with 2 C-Racks, 2 B-Racks, and then 2 4 phaser X's, 4 phaser 3s, and a pair of photon torpedoes just for the giggles. And we're squaring off against a freighter, a freighter. Yeah, just a couple of freighters so far. We're not in the catch position. We're not in the intercept position. We are in the chase position, which is a little bit annoying to deal with. It means we do have to sprint our way into the battle. As soon as the phaser capacitor is fully charged, we'll be able to really sprint our way into the battle. Looks like there's a decent mix, or at least 2 freighters that are the super weak version that we can basically just crush on a whim. And then a pair of armored freighters as well, although one is more armored than the other. Yeah, there's our power. Just put everything into the engine. We're going at full speed. As long as we're doing this, yeah, we have more than enough power to prepare the electronic countermeasure system. And then also prepare the forward shield system, just so that we don't get completely taken off guard. Although, according to this, it is a single frigate. Are you an XFF? You are indeed the XFF Raker. So we will have to put a little bit of effort into killing him. Shouldn't be too much. I mean, it's a frigate. It is an X-ship, but it's a frigate. So he's pretty decent on power. I mean, as you can see, he's sprinting at us at a speed of 30. And he should have, I think, 2 expanding sphere generators and a couple of disruptors. Like, he's not terrible. The real big thing about X-ships is they're fantastic shields. And there will be no denying the fact that he has fantastic shields. But he is zipping on in here, trying to get involved with us. He's already begun to engage, and our long-range Gatling phasers already have begun their engagement. So let's start popping a couple of missiles his way. Yeah, he's not super heavily armed, but he's well enough armed. And he does have Gatling phasers, so keep that in mind. And hit him with that! And he's going at full speed. He won't be able to stop those missiles unless he does that. He's not dead, but he's dead in the water right now. I'm going to continue toward the freighters. Pop these missiles out here. Hi. Oh, they picked off my missiles. That's not cool. In any case, I'm going to continue in this direction. I'm not sure how much the XFF has left to do, but I can't imagine he has much capability left right now. I'm just going to add to this barrage. Oh, guess not. My missiles are not quite ready to go. There we go. We've taken out all the pseudo-frigates, so he can't stop us, I guess. I think the picture yourself has this more than sorted. So I'm just going to free these guys up, kill whoever you want, go after whatever you need, just cause havoc and chaos. Which is something that X-type destroyers really can do quite well. He's up to a speed of 31, holy crap. He took all that damage, and he's still zipping along at high speed. I'm impressed. Or at least I would be impressed if I wasn't slightly annoyed by it. I suppose annoyed is the wrong word. Miffed, maybe? Nah, not even that. I mean, it's not that powerful, it's not that dangerous, it's just going to be a little bit irritating to have to go back. And irritating is even then still too strong a word. Whatever. So pop another couple of missiles on him. In fact, I didn't even need to do this, because frankly, the phaser armament's gonna kill him. Yep, the phaser armament definitely killed him. So now we're going to turn around. I want to target the armored freighters just because they're armored. They're more difficult to kill, they're a little bit more frustrating, and they have point defense systems apparently. Don't have any phasers ready to go as of yet, but if we slow down, we might be able to hit them with... Nope, the stern firing phasers are the only things that are going to get involved here, and they did a pretty decent amount of damage right there. Point defense. Whoops. Didn't turn it on in time apparently. Which is a shame, because that made us take damage that we didn't need to. Luckily, it was only a Type 1 missile, didn't cause too much damage to us. Pop a couple of more missiles, let's see if we can't just give him multiple angles to have to worry about. More shots in from our Gatling phaser, and now he's dead. 3 freighters are destroyed, and a couple of missiles heading his way, although, yep, he does have a Wild Weasel out, so that's going to be a wasted scatter pack. So, waiting for the missiles to soar on in there to take him out. Well, mainly to take out the scatter pack, or the Wild Weasel. Now that that's offline shortly, oh, we got disruptor bolts flying out through space. Oh, that's a fun thing about this game. And he has... Well, that's a waste of missiles. Let's head on back to the Raker. How are you doing? You're doing just... Well, maybe not. He's got a relatively decent position on you. So let's kick up to full speed. Let's get in there and save the picture yourself. Assuming he needs saving. He might not. Although he has stopped completely. So the picture yourself could be in trouble. Why have you not... Oh, I know why. Because we took out the convoy. And there we go. Mission complete. Picture yourself managed to finally take him out and finish the job so that we didn't have to do it for him. See how much prestige killing an entire convoy is worth? Only 212. I suppose I understand, but it is a little disappointing. Cartel defense is now to 35. So steadily working that down. Supply yard. You need 25 repair. You need 5 repair. You also apparently need all of your... done. You need shuttles. You need shuttles. You both need missiles, but I ain't going to spend on missiles. So continue the pressure. Keep it on. Keep the Tiger Heart weak and on the back foot. A surprise reverse is an excellent mission for triple destroyers, because we can just get on in there and fire everything. Red alert to increase speed. We're looking at a Lyran combat group. We got a frigate, a frigate, a frigate, a frigate, and a light cruiser. So obviously we're going to go after the light cruiser first. Just pick up the speed to full speed it, whatever you want to do. I'm pulling these guys out of formation immediately. They can do whatever they want. We could do this mission on our own if we needed to. Thankfully we don't have to. But it is something that could be done if required. So we're just going to wait for the phaser capacitor to finish charging and get on up to maximum speed. Zipping along to get in amongst these guys and wipe them out. Hopefully None of them will turn on. Yeah, an HDW M1X, and apparently the rest of them are police vessels. So no real concern here, although apparently these guys are just lazing about. Pick up some speed. Get up here with me. I apparently should not have told them to break off until, you know, they were actually in amongst the enemy. That's actually kind of annoying. I'm not going to fire the missiles just yet. I'm going to fire phasers first. That way we can hit him with everything and maybe get the missiles in through while his point defense system is down. Didn't quite work out as well as I'd hoped. All phasers, come on. Fire into him. Let's see if we can't do something. Didn't quite kill him in one pass. Would have been nice if it did, but it didn't. So we'll come back around, get another couple of missile launchers in on this, and I'll pull them out of formation just as soon as they actually start to engage things. They're not quite in a good engagement position. They've begun to fire their missiles. Alright, I'll say that you're close enough. You may now engage at will. And really tempted to fire the Gatlings over here, but I want to focus on this light cruiser. Another couple of missiles, get on in there. Hopefully he shouldn't have any defense against this if he survives the phaser barrage, which I don't think he will. Hold on a little bit more just to give the missiles time to get in there. There we go, that's what we were looking for. So it took out the light cruiser. It will come around to this FLG. And yeah, oh, we got an FFX here, so he's actually... he's the most dangerous here because he's actually got disruptors on board. I'm not going to fire any more missiles. There's no point. It's just a waste of ammunition. So we're going to focus on the phasers only. They're wasting ammunition like it's nobody's business. What do they think this is? One of the actual national militaries? We have to pay for every round, guys. It's not something that just comes for free. Although I suppose for them it does because, you know, I'm the leader of this little outfit we've got going on here. This poor little FLG, the last target, we're going to have to take him out. And let's just increase the speed time. We'll get around into him. He won't have a chance to do anything. In fact, I'm not even sure... Yeah, there goes the scatter pack, unfortunately. And avoid the missiles. Avoid the missiles. We don't want to die. I don't think that it would kill us, but you know, there's always that possibility that it could happen. We want to avoid that possibility whenever possible. So, the 300 prestige for doing a surprise reversed. Cartel defense is down to 30. We'll pop back and pop right back into the combat zone. And mission is M10 Patrol, so a nice little mission to go on. Something just in the middle of space, and we duel. Simple, easy, and relatively fun to work with most of the time, except when it's not being fun. But that's strictly limited. So picking up to full cruising speed, right on there. Or 32.7? 33.4, that's it. And we'll increase the speed time. May as well. We'll just get on the enemy. It's a single frigate. Oh, that's not even worth the electronic countermeasure system. Are you an X-type frigate? Yes, you are. Okay, so you are worth the countermeasure. I will give you that much. We'll go 4 and 2, just because we want to make sure we'll be safe. Start firing the missiles. Pick up the speed a little bit, and slow down the speed of time. And fire more missiles. We're going to be obviously crossing him before he has a chance. Oh, nope, he's gone expanding sphere generator. So we'll pull out a little bit and fire into that hole there. And we did have to take a couple of shots on a few of our shields. And wow, he actually got that to hit 2 ships. So good job there. Fire more missiles. You see, the last time we ran into one of you, we decided to leave you alone so that we could go handle more important things. This time, you've got all 3 of us right on you. You're not getting away. Oh, he's having such a bad time here. He's down to a speed of 25, which for an X-type ship is kind of a big deal. No, he's picking up the speed quite a bit more now. You guys engage at will. I'm not going to tell you how to do your business. You may chase him as you see fit. Really tempted to come at you with phasers, but I'm not going to. After all, you're tiny pseudo-frigates. You don't have any real capability of hurting me. Although if you do that, you know what? Die. Other phasers? Nope, not quite able to get that angle going. But that's alright. We've just got to get over there and chase him down. Hi. You're dead. Couple of missiles. I assume you'll be able to shoot them down. Maybe not, but... Oh, nope, we got him. Looks like they took him out. So, good job, buddies. 3 X-type destroyers jumping a single X-type frigate. I wonder how that battle could have possibly have gone. So, a successful mission. I don't anticipate a whole heck of a lot of prestige from it. After all, we did kind of curb stomp him. 134. That's not actually too bad. And we're back up to 3,000 prestige. A little bit of repair on the Ghost is needed. We'll also keep them topped off with scatter packs, just because they can do it, which makes them pretty effective when they do it. So, back to the map, back into the combat zone. It's a mission and a patrol. M10 patrols are, of course, my preferred versions of fighting. Or rather, I like them over convoy raids, just because convoy raids can be frustrating. They can be frustrating, they can also be fun, but most of the time they're frustrating. I've never been a good convoy raider. Increase the speed of time, just so we can get in on this battle as quickly as possible. And wait for the phaser capacitor fully charged. Ooh, we've got a combat group here. A heavy cruiser, a light cruiser, and a light cruiser. What light cruisers are we looking at? A TAR, an LNHV, and an LM. Okay, this is a fight. Yeah, this is a legit fight here. Okay. Electronic warfare systems, let's go 4 and 2. They outmass us pretty considerably. However, we are full X-type vessels. That does give us an interesting... I don't want to call it too much of an advantage, but it is a bit of an advantage. The problem is, their fighters are going to be devastating. They will deploy those fighters en masse, and I assume they'll deploy those fighters en masse. And when they do, things will get difficult. Because the AI does not handle fighters well. It just flat out does not. Hi, how are you doing on your countering? So I'm going to go full 6. I don't care. You can deal with however you want to deal with. Let's start a missile bombardment from long range. Let's pick up some speed as well. I want to get that defense shift of 2. I'll feel a lot more confident and comfortable if I can have it. Although they're not targeting me, which is telling. There's their fighter group. They've already started going out. 2 missiles more going out. It's not going to be great, but it'll be something. There's the fighter groups. Alrighty. Get ready for the scatter pack. And yeah, I'm going to do this. Dumping a scatter pack on a fighter group. Seems crazy, right? It's worth it. Oh yeah, it's worth it. Especially if they're going to do this. Crap, that's a wasted scatter pack right there. Guys, focus on the fighters first. Everything else is secondary. Because those fighters can be devastating. Oh, target the damaged fighter. Target the damaged fighter. I need that one. There we go. Missiles. Get on there. They won't, but any weapon. Just engage as best as you can. Need to kill him before he can get home. He's a single fighter, which does make him weak, but nope, wasn't able to do it. And hurt you. Actually, no, keep the focus on you. We gotta go for complete kills here. Anything less than a complete kill just means that they'll come back for us later. I almost really don't want to look to see how badly my combat group is doing. Wow, you're really pouring a lot of power into countering my point defense system, aren't you? Delete this shield there. Unfortunately, we're going to lose that shield unless we get it away, which we did. Okay, good. So are those fighters going home? I hope not. Tell me they're coming in to do an attack run on me. They are. Okay, so we've got an opportunity to wipe these fighters out. And portside Gatling phasers are ready to go. Engage. There we go. Got the fighter group. Anything else we got? Not quite. The Gatling phaser. There we go. That's what we wanted. Laying into them there. Looks like our XDD is doing a pretty good job. And, of course, the Mazer Bird coming in to support us on this one. Phasers are about to be ready. I'm feeling okay about being here since his Gatling phasers are out. There we go. The Black Ghost soaring in, doing quite a bit of damage. He is limping a little bit. His shield's not doing so great, but that's because he was tying up the heavy cruiser and the light cruiser too, wasn't he? So he's got the heavy cruiser and the other light cruiser tied up for a little while, which gave us the opportunity to pick on the carrier and wipe him out. We've got one more group of fighters here, and I'm out of missiles, so no worries there. Hi, kill this. I know, it seems like such a waste of firepower, but it's not. Because fighters are dangerous. Okay, there we go. Target you. Any long-range fighter? Oh, I did have some long-range fighters to issue out to him. You're limping along. You're doing... Oh, we're going to plow through that mine. Not the best maneuvering we've ever done, but we're going to have to be satisfied with it for now. HMS Palace is off on his own, and he's now denting the Black Ghost quite a bit. How you doing, Black Ghost? Surviving? Not too bad. I want to continue to put the effort here on this vessel over here. Mainly because heavy cruisers can be really dangerous. Although you've got triple Hellbore, you've got dual Hellbore, and most of your phasers are offline. I think we really should actually focus on this guy. Because he's less damaged, he's chugging along at a pretty high speed, and he's got a more dangerous weapon. So we're going to focus all of our weapon systems here to lay on into the palace. Give me closer, there we are. So shocking a whole bunch of systems offline. He still has that Gatling phaser though, so we're moving into a slightly defensive position. Pick up the speed just so we're in a nice chase position here. And we do have the defense ship that we want. So, or we did for a little while, and then we ran out. Fire more phasers on through. Just keep on chunking in holes through them. Leave the Black Ghost alone, or I will destroy you. Don't think I won't. I'm going to pull the Mazer Bird out of the formation, allow him to do whatever he needs to do. He will maneuver for his best position that he can get. More fire pounding the palace, weakening me even more. And we should be in... no, those Gatling phasers only cover the stern, don't they? So get them in there, involved in the battle a bit more. We're weakening more of his heavy weapon systems. He's down to a speed of 8.6. Mazer Bird picking on that heavy cruiser. The heavy cruiser is almost out. He's down to a speed of 8. The palace is picking up a little bit of speed. Is that going to actually go off, or did you do it too close to yourself? Or did you deploy it as your shuttle bay? I think the Hurdle deployed it out of shuttle bay. That's fine. Getting outturned by this light cruiser here. However, I have better phaser arc angles. So able to just cause a whole bunch of damage on in there as we soar in, mostly for the kill here. The primary phaser arcs are not yet ready to go for it, so we may have to pass by him in order to kill him. But, well, 3 X-type destroyers just took out a heavy cruiser and 2 light cruisers. Yep. The X-type series of vessels. They are a joy to command. Mostly for missions like that. 296 prestige. The tile is still there. It has a cartel defense of 20, so we've almost got it down, but it'll take a little bit more work before we can actually knock it out. I'll do a quick perusal through the shipyard. That's a large cage monster. We're not interested in him at all. Do you got a Godfather somewhere around here? No, it doesn't look like it. Extremely rare ship, them Godfathers. They just don't seem to show up, ever. So we'll just stay in our X-type destroyers. 70 points, 5 points of repair needed in there. Give him a little bit more there. And I'm also going to top you guys off on missiles. I'm not going with large missiles just because I want them to have larger magazines. If you pick the Type 4 missile, which does 24 damage as opposed to 12, you get half the magazine space, and I'd prefer them to have extra shots because, let's face it, we don't have powerful launchers. They're just there for distraction, so I'd rather they be able to distract for a long time. Anyway, the final conquering of this planet will have to wait until another time, as well as the attacks over on these territories for another time. In any case, I've been Tarek. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to see a notification every time I post one of these videos, press that little bell icon, leave a comment, and I will see you all in the next episode.